you see a pretty picture by a photographer online. What you don't know is the story on how they got that pretty picture. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Today is a big, hard reality check of what goes on behind the scenes. So, yeah, this is the life. This is the real life, the real plight of the landscape photographer. So yeah, even with my app deductions, I still don't know where I'm gonna go. I was gonna do a waterfall snowshoe hike, which isn't all that bad, but the weather is just so unbearable right now. It's just so miserable everywhere you go. So what we're gonna do is just kind of drive around the area and see different places that I could possibly go, and that sometimes, most of the time, things never work out to your plan. I hope we find something that we can shoot today. I really want to too, because I haven't gotten out in like over a month. I haven't been out anywhere, and I can only photo edit for so long. I'm ready, man. Let's do this. I'm gonna show you kind of the reality of what's going on here. Sorry for the camera shake, but here's what's going on. That wind is just so horrible, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And there's our sunrise happening back there. But take a look. That's where I would be going, down that road about 10 miles. And me personally, I don't know about you, but I hate hiking in this kind of weather. It's just so unbearable. I love snowshoeing. I love it, but not in this weather. I'm good. So let's try to figure out some kind of plan here, because I will not let this weather defeat me. Ugh, enough of this. So recording in the car is a lot more difficult because of safety. I think we're good. So we're in Shevlin Park, right on the very west side of Bend. It's a pretty huge urban park on the western side of town. And normally this place is so busy with hikers and dog walkers. But it is dead. Absolutely dead. And I'm starting to see why. No one wants to be out in this miserable weather. And it's just really frustrating because, you know, I'm feeling so creative right now. I've got so much on my mind, and I want to get it out, but nothing's hitting me. Just this weather is just killing it for me, and it never gets easier. I don't care how many times it happens. You know, you'd think you'd be used to it by now. It never, ever gets easier. So, this spot is dead. Round 2. And I think what's doubly frustrating is, you know, I'm trying to do a video here, and it's really tough when you're not inspired. You know, it's really tough when not a whole lot's coming to you. And this is one spot. Normally Shevlin just is really awesome. Like, it's one of the best places to go in Bend. But right now, there's just not a lot going on. So we're going to move on and find something hopefully a little more upbeat. Round 2. First a donut. Going bare bones today. That wind is just not cool. Oh man, it just ruins everything. What do they say? No pain, no gain? How bad is it right now? Well, the wind is just bashing the car back and forth. I don't know if you can feel it with the camera. The camera might be able to capture it, but this is such a miserable day. This is one of those days where you sit at home, make a pot of coffee, throw on Photoshop, and just splurge on 90s alternative all day. So I've got one last ditch effort here. I'm gonna head over to the river and see if something inspires me, because this weather is just toning me out completely, which is unfortunate, because it's really maddening, because God, I'm feeling so creative right now and nothing's hitting me. Let me know if this has ever happened to you. And I'm trying the river because my biggest issue is the wind. I need to get out of this nasty weather, and the river is very forested, so I figure if I kind of stay in the forest, I'll at least get a chance to get out of this gnarly stuff. Maybe? Big fat flakes. That's what we want. This is gonna be good. I've been silly in that I had gloves this entire time. Of course I had to come back for the camera. I personally think Moody, Oregon is always Oregon at its best. So to make this a proper in the field video, I suppose I should tell you what I'm doing. This is pretty much where I'm headed, down there to the river. Very, very moody stuff, right? But part of the challenge is doing this in this inclement weather, which this is the reality of how to get these shots. This is the part you don't see. Not look like it, but this is some pretty tricky videography here. So I gotta put you right here so I can grab this lovely scene. So this is actually a fairly easy scene because it's pretty much all monochrome. So editing will be really easy, but I just wish I could film it better. Here's to not having brought my extra tripod. So it's going to be really hard for me to photograph this and film at the same time. So here's pretty much what I'm going with right here. Kind of convey all the mood of what I've been feeling today, the frustration, yet the subtleness of the water. Stop what I'm doing, wipe the lens, phase 2, rinse and repeat. So the least I could do is show you kind of what I have. I don't really care about, if you notice right here it's flashing red, that means it's overexposed. But I don't really care about that because I'm actually going to put a small brush on there to kind of fade it out anyway. So I just spent the last 15 minutes looking for this little guy. This is my bracket that goes on this to record and then put on my tripod. So the moral of the story is, always put stuff back. Climbing a cliff. Alright, so here's the calculated risk, right? I really want to get down there, and let me show you what's down there. So, if you can take a look, see right about there, right there is where the big waterfall happens, and normally you can't get down there because there's a big waterfall about right here-ish. But now, there's no waterfall. What would you do? We're going down there. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to record, but I may have to put you away. It's right there's a really treacherous thing. If I fall in there, we're done, man. So that's why that spot's a little tricky, because normally there's another waterfall right here and you can't get behind there, but back there, that's where the main big guy is always at, but you can never get back there. So if I can get back there, I might have something pretty fresh. Let's give it a go. I had to put you guys away. I couldn't do it recording, but there's our reward. It doesn't look like much. That's at least a 20-foot waterfall right there. So again, I can't really record myself shooting this, but this is pretty much what my composition's gonna be. I have a little bit of this spray right here, then I got the rush of the river right here, and I got this cool foreground right there. So I can always move it over a tiny bit to the left, but not much, or else I'll die. So this is gonna have to be we got inspired finally after a long and exhausting morning of hunting down locations. Despite weather changes, despite losing the inspiration, we still made it happen. And this is proof that even on gray days, boring locations, boring conditions, you can still make something happen if you have the right wherewithal to do it. But that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. If you like what I'm doing, you like the locations, you like the vibe, like and subscribe down below. And in the meantime, here are all the photos taken on this exhausting morning trip. We'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Bye. Did you really think I'd forget the camera? Heck no.